We live in a world woven together by invisible threads of data. These threads connect our phones, our homes, and, increasingly, the very roads we travel on. This vast, interconnected system is a marvel of human ingenuity. It promises a future of smoother, safer, and more efficient journeys. Think about it for a moment. Our cities are becoming smarter. Traffic lights can now talk to each other, adjusting their timing in real time to ease congestion. Cars are evolving, filled with sensors and computers that help them navigate, park, and even avoid collisions. This is the Internet of Things, but on a grand metropolitan scale. It's a complex dance of information, all designed to make our lives better. This digital transformation of our streets is truly remarkable. It's a testament to our ability to harness the power of computation to solve age-old problems. We are building a nervous system for our cities, where information flows like electrical impulses, optimizing the movement of millions of people every single day. Surveillance cameras monitor traffic flow, feeding data into central hubs. Smart vehicles receive updates about road conditions miles ahead, long before the driver can see any danger. It's a beautiful, intricate system. We are layering a digital reality over our physical one, creating a hybrid world where the two are becoming inseparable. The potential for a safer, more coordinated world is immense. But with this incredible connectivity comes a new kind of challenge. Every connection, every point where data is shared is also a potential doorway. This is where the concept of cybersecurity becomes fundamentally important. Cybersecurity is simply the practice of protecting these digital systems and the information they carry. It's like building walls and installing locks on our digital houses. In the context of our roads, it's about ensuring that the systems we rely on for our safety are secure from interference. It's about making sure that the only ones in control of the traffic lights are the traffic controllers, and the only one in control of your car is you. Understanding this requires us to think about a few key ideas. A threat is anyone or anything that might try to cause harm to our digital systems, like a hacker trying to gain control. A vulnerability is a weakness in the system that a threat could exploit, like an unlocked door or an unpatched piece of software. And prevention is the collection of all the things we do to stop those threats from succeeding. It's about designing strong systems, constantly watching for unusual activity, and having a plan for what to do if something goes wrong. For our digital roads, prevention isn't just an IT issue, it is a matter of public safety. The vulnerabilities in our road safety systems are often hidden in plain sight, residing within the very code that makes them smart. Consider the humble traffic light. A modern traffic control system is a complex network. If a hacker finds a weak point, perhaps an old, unsupported software component or a poorly secured network connection, they could potentially manipulate the signals. Imagine the chaos if all lights at a major intersection turned green at once. This isn't science fiction. It is a real-world risk that engineers and security experts work tirelessly to prevent. The vulnerability lies in the complexity of the system and the sheer number of interconnected parts that must all be perfectly secured. Then we have our vehicles. A modern car is, well, basically a computer on wheels, containing dozens of electronic control units that manage everything from the engine and brakes to the infotainment system. These systems communicate with each other and, in many cases, with the outside world via cellular or Wi-Fi connections. A cyber threat could target these communication channels. A hacker could potentially send malicious commands to a car, interfering with its braking system, disabling its steering, or feeding it false information from its sensors. The vulnerability here is the wireless access point, which, if not properly protected, acts as an open invitation for an attack that could have devastating consequences for the driver and everyone around them. Even the surveillance cameras that watch over our roads can become targets. These devices are essential for monitoring traffic, detecting accidents, and managing emergency responses. However, if a cybercriminal gains control of the camera network, they could do more than just spy. They could feed false information to the traffic management center, creating phantom traffic jams to divert resources, or hiding a real incident from view. They could also use the compromised cameras as a launchpad to attack other, more critical parts of the city's infrastructure. The vulnerability is often simple: default passwords that were never changed or a lack of encryption on the video feed. The common thread through all these examples is the interconnectedness that gives our systems their power. This is also their greatest weakness. An attack doesn't have to be a brute force assault. It can be subtle. It could be a piece of malware that slowly corrupts data, causing traffic sensors to give slightly inaccurate readings over time, leading to inefficient and eventually unsafe traffic patterns. Or it could be a denial of service attack, which floods a system with so much junk information that it can no longer perform its real job. Protecting our roads means understanding that a threat to one part of the network is a threat to the entire system. The reason cybersecurity is so profoundly crucial for our roads is simple. It's about protecting human lives. When we are driving, we place an enormous amount of trust in the infrastructure around us. We trust that a green light means it is safe to proceed. We trust that the car in the next lane will behave predictably. We trust that our own vehicle's safety features, like anti-lock brakes and airbags, will function when needed. A cyber attack shatters this trust. It introduces a dangerous and unpredictable element into an environment where predictability is paramount for safety. The consequences of a compromised system are not measured in lost data, but in potential accidents, injuries, and fatalities. The impact of a successful cyber attack on road infrastructure would ripple outwards, causing widespread disruption. A coordinated attack on the traffic light grid of a major city could bring it to a standstill, creating gridlock that could trap emergency services vehicles, preventing ambulances and fire engines from reaching those in need. It could cause economic disruption, costing millions in lost productivity as supply chains grind to a halt. The chaos and fear generated by such an event would erode public confidence in these smart city technologies, potentially setting back progress for years. Therefore, securing these systems is not just about preventing individual accidents, but about preserving the order and function of our entire society. The aims of cybersecurity and road safety are therefore clear and direct. The primary objective is to ensure the integrity and availability of all traffic management systems. This means making sure the systems are working as intended and are always online and responsive when needed. Another key aim is to maintain the confidentiality of the data these systems collect. Location data from vehicles, for example, is highly sensitive personal information and must be protected from theft. Ultimately, the overarching goal is to foster a resilient and trustworthy transportation network, where technology serves to enhance safety, not undermine it. We must build systems that can not only resist attacks, but also recover quickly if a breach does occur. Achieving these aims requires a multi-layered approach. It begins with designing security into systems from the very beginning, not adding it on as an afterthought. It involves rigorous testing and regular software updates to patch vulnerabilities as soon as they are discovered. It means encrypting all communications to prevent eavesdropping or tampering. And crucially, it involves educating the people who operate and use these systems. From the city traffic engineer to the everyday driver, awareness of the potential risks is the first line of defense in creating a culture of security that protects our streets and the people who travel on them. To safeguard our increasingly connected roadways, we must adopt robust prevention methods that form a digital shield around our infrastructure. The first and most fundamental layer of this shield is secure design. This means engineers and software developers must think like hackers, anticipating potential weaknesses before a system is ever deployed. They must build systems using the principle of least privilege, where each component only has the absolute minimum access it needs to do its job. This limits the damage an attacker can do if they manage to compromise one part of the network. Strong encryption for all data, whether it's in transit between a car and a traffic light or stored in a central database, is non-negotiable. It's the equivalent of sending every message in an unbreakable code. A second critical layer of defense is continuous monitoring and threat intelligence. A static shield is a fragile one. We need active, vigilant systems that are constantly on the lookout for anomalous behavior. This is like having a digital immune system for our transport network. Advanced algorithms can learn what normal traffic data looks like and flag any deviations that might signal an attack in progress. By sharing information about new threats and vulnerabilities between different cities, manufacturers, and government agencies, we can build a collective intelligence. If a new type of attack is detected in one city, That knowledge can be used to strengthen defenses everywhere else before the attack can spread. The third layer involves creating resilient systems that can withstand and recover from an attack. We must accept that no system can ever be 100% impenetrable. Therefore, we need to have a plan for what happens when a defense is breached. This involves building redundancy into critical systems. So, if one traffic controller goes offline, a backup can take over immediately. It means having well-rehearsed incident response plans so that technical teams can quickly isolate the problem, eject the intruder, and restore normal operations with minimal disruption. The goal is not just to prevent failure, but to fail gracefully and recover swiftly, ensuring public safety is maintained even in a crisis. Ultimately, the future of road safety is inextricably linked to the strength of our cybersecurity. As we continue to build this magnificent, interconnected world of smart transport, we are undertaking a profound responsibility. The convenience and efficiency of these systems are wonderful, but their primary purpose must always be to make our journeys safer. By embedding security into the very DNA of our road networks, through secure design, constant vigilance, and resilient planning, we can ensure that this technological marvel fulfills its promise. We can build a future where our roads are not only smarter, but are fundamentally safer for everyone.